But once again, just want to say a special morning to you if you're home watching us. And now, pay your babies in Zefa or yeah, here in the kidney. Now, on the 14th of this month, or yeah, Thursday, or the World Kidney Day. Now, we have started the discussions here into your busy home common kakra. This year, I think the light is going to be thrown so much on accessibility. Last year, we're looking at dialysis, the cost involved. People were saying that kidney treatment should be on the NHIS, NASA. This year, we'll be looking at that as well. But we're beginning the conversation this morning by looking at the kidney itself, or contribute to this kidney diseases, what we are supposed to know, the misconceptions and all that. And I'm privileged to have in the studios with me two beautiful guests. I was with them on the 6th of March. We had so much fun. And the conversations actually started from there. So I have with me in the studios Dr. Immanuel Biney. Doctor, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
It's Danwa. So smart, makes me and then Anita said we had a good dance. We had a good dance.
I was actually waiting to watch you and I doing
a boogie together.
It was quite unfortunate.
So they would have to bring that one back because on the 6th of March, myself and Anita, we had a good time. It was a good dance. But in fact, Anita no mama who sounded me myself, papa, sounded me myself. So you're not so born and coming sounded me myself. Good to have you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, good to be here.
Wonderful.
Yes, it's a privilege, It's a privilege to be here and to end that day as a birds in Komafan kidney na pomizin.
That's right.
Na ya boy, ya mama, ya brothers.
That's
right. And na yenum ma about say as a kidney no or yeah because you were simply working also there is a difference between ate in the enyim.
Okay.
Saturday.
About to matse.
Name.
That's right.
About to so enyim in ante. Enti yapede ya bridge gap no. Na ya boa ye na ate for ye na hwefo ema wo the difference between mate and minyim.
That's right.
Because impa bebre na wo out there wo hwen bebre na wo ye many things are answer den ka wo ye na ehwemo a ehu there wo na actions each other wa ate. But when you
that is a point here.
Yes.
Internal pain has to do with certain part of the day in Kaho. So that's what we're going. But let me start off with Dr. Immanuel Biney, and then later I'll come to my dear sister Senna. Doc, kidney yarba for about 3 years now. We've had share the breakdown from the COVID period. Basically, we're also told that during the COVID, Bebrenara were passing on no as a result of kidney in yarba no kita. So a lot of people died, and if one kidney nanko healthier, they may not have died. From that time, we started with a campaign, talking to people about kwana for the kidney yarba, just like we're doing today. But the question I'm asking you, from where you are coming from, are we on the ascendancy or descendancy with respect to infection?
Oh, we are on a descendancy. As in general population, actually, the number of kidney patients rise. There is a descendancy. Generally, healthcare institutions, boy home wasn't there. Yes, in Zamobogo Aquim, you but me that so one why be a victim of kidney issues. But actually, from the angle of nimpa day in, day out, worrying your kidney symptoms, another well diagnosed one with kidney issues, we could say there it's a descendancy because or form because it appears is there also there you're more on education. It appears that they are more on the education because in the mama starting our mechanic said nimpa bebre benyima oboboama on preventive side yetum na ye save nimpa bebre from not getting there na waba behia there limited access to healthcare ye won wo kroma ha no oba be issue am bebre.
Okay.
Yes.
So from where you are coming from, as some suggest today, kidney cases are on the rise.
Yes.
You are telling us otherwise, that we are rather doing well as a people, so the cases are coming down. Is that what you're suggesting to us this morning?
What I'm saying is the healthcare institutions are doing their best.
Okay.
But generally, you have limited access to, infrastructure. The government is doing, their best. baby a ehu downfall no wo oye the people themselves, for the people themselves to be educated, to push themselves to know the preventive measures, and put them into practice. Always save one from adding up to the numbers that are rising each and every day. Ono na wakoye azibia mehu there, also there, from government sector and all the health institutions, you know, yet to yehugum. Now you push more education on our people, because BBR or Kodiche there, Inyaneze on the health sector, no, now to the people, no, it appears there, but now still now 1 year clear.
You think the education isn't going well, so it bounces back to the public health sector, where also the wotumna were picking up, and then make sure that at all levels, kidney no some. But then again, let's confirm this one from your end, because that is what most people would also want to hear. Whether presently kidney cases, it was Ghana. I don't want to go to Africa, but it was Ghana. Yeroko sir, your cases no or a rise, another not the rattle.
Or rise.
Yeroko sir.
Yeroko sir.
That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. So we'll come to what we are not doing right. You've mentioned the fact that education is down, you know, as to what we also look at accessibility, as to whether we have the facilities, you know, amount for Botumna or access, and then we come to the cost factor as well. But let me go to Sena quickly. Na share factors contributing to or your kidney cases in our society, and then doctor will now educate us properly as to what the kidney does and so on and so forth. So let's look at factors that has contributed to the rise in kidney cases here in our country.
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity, and send greetings to everybody watching Max TV this morning. Especially no, oma yenya dem kidney yare be nyina no. Ehwe nka ne tete na nka ye ma mpemfo na ona wenya bia be 70-80 years no. And anka wotu wenya dem kidney problem no. And anka do wenya dem kidney problem no, because what do them stage, you know, the way our warm body no oye djuma no until the UT yen mre into e bi ne dey bo ho a swanchi de na otum de swanchi ne hye for so long.
Okay.
Because swanchi so or dog oba out, because kidney ne djuma ne dey oba son you need bana ye no do no we keep nutrients now waste no you are passing out as urine. And so oba dem na say swanchi do na dey hye ho chara bo na e da hye ho a chara no e ko swanchi no nyina na oba keten naturally nkan no hye legend then because time order oba no ama wamba and so ono kan and the secondly so you need banidi ono so te den e bia angwangwa edziban and at time ye dididi because esha onipa that say edidi from anopa to enyumbru ho na at least latest by 6 the na nke edidi ewie by 6 7 8 na ba na obi already bia banku na tilapia obandama organs no especially kidney the way do ye adwuma na oson edziba na edi no otuminya abotare na otum swanchi no tum ba no bo na echi na why your problem why the man kidney no or stress and a smoke nyama ye twukoyemu ono so kan and a yen strada yesra and a yen perfume say na ni nyina no is a factor to yen
that
kidney.
Contributes to the kidney stuff.
Of course.
So you've talked about lifestyle with respect to time. You've talked about Izibanara. You've talked about cream.
And perfume some poor you use.
No, help us. You are scaring us. You people are scaring us this morning. So is it like cream in general? Another specific creams and specific cologne?
Specific. Because when the
are you talking about the bleaching ones?
Even not only the bleaching, but in Kondo or be an skin type morty. And I skin is your layers wado. And I will be a immuno opo fibano or honey a fan of pulse.
Okay.
Into in quite extra cool or wound dream. Into it also affects. Into say when a son so you inquire or contain a lot of hydroquinone.
Wow.
And now there's some particular ingredients be oma only anima or madama oko mojenim. And my kidneys and all your mojes read my or son if you were your mojen. And so madama all my kidney or stress be bree.
Wow.
Those are all factors. But
same with cologne?
Yes.
Doc, my member Dr. Biney, Doc, you are scaring me this morning. I'm sure viewers at home will be because personally, I have always looked at the chemicals are farmers was a good one product to do and I produce my yoko but today you've taken us to another dimension. So the point is educate us. Since you're with the and a perfume if I'm going to buy a cream on the market and I'm going to cut a cologne on the market to use, what should I watch out for?
There is a lot of, additives, a lot of chemicals in general, or skincare product and when there was a count one man or I can
wow,
because as it be over count one no end product and the end a needs over do ubajim.
Okay.
So I say, so actually kidney nankasa nazo ye in general wako ye a master cleanser and a purifier. So what can the BB cleanse purifier or ye kidney ozuma cotton pa away in peduanum. Now as I get the stress and you're breaking it down into dietary and environmental toxins.
Okay.
Such as that may can be ma minimum wage boom do another use device be for plow as do. And there your kono bonedru such as okogu ifom oko assassinum oko izibanum no aba back in your easy bebre na yenyim that do yesrompo then me yeriza yenyim ma owom such as in the numu MSG yene num yen day yepede is ban or ye dawa to the max such as and on e mekasafa dietary meko dietary kakra ya obi no wa ya wenam dama ya wo yereba bi wo wa friend protein deficiency
ti ya wenam no to
and am ya win excess
to correct it
bakada ma ya wo bi yereba bi wo wa friend protein deficiency
you nam to correct it
you nam to correct it and obandama metabolic waste obey too much load ewo woni pedua mu a wo master cleanser and purifier also there order do na overwork there or there then or they cleanse na kidney na bebre na me pede mecha wan mum kakra na wo hu na azeban wa koye a friend twi also no sa
that's right
sa wo made
sabwa I saw the fancies would like
fantasy
to call it
sabwa yes and who kidney or a bear there who faced
if you can see a picture of it on our screens, I'll be very much happy. If we can see a picture of it, that's right.
Yes.
Doc, yeah.
Why the kidney beans, right? And or today, the size I there who faced I'm one win sim. Now we know filters be woman offer on nephrons. There are over 1 million filters. And when you my way in there, what son them Anita reckon, what son wo bojem, wo wanyansa wotum wo separate ma oya hoazen na ma oya waste oya da way then wo yi ba abano na general abrabo a ye boni cca no and chemicals are all doctrine all rise over us bebre na yenyim dama Anita rekan bi wo a owo ye skin care product ma yenyim and there be ways ban bebre mu we lebu sisi shelf do naze satase ye reason yenyim mo wom and CCA no say share another factor kidney offer baby sleep deprivation. Okay. Obia ontumina onyeden ondantam.
Ondantamana ontumenda.
Ontumenda and ondantam.
So the difference insomnia?
Insomnia.
Okay.
If you suffer insomnia. And if you so one jumanti yen ya no ma why you maybe a work night shift na no enwa offer baby circadian rhythm. Or ye ni pedue or join aboze oye idua na mboa ehu ye wo in nature no ndua na mboa no wonye ewia pei okay na wonye ne sanso ye den wonye no koto okay na science me yehu there time wo wa yen kidney or the start in the filtration process okay saturday abere na yenyimo yen fefia ye bobi 11 pm saturday enti so onkon ye insisa wa ba yen wiazi ma ye woman da ye friend modernicity a nanka by level no ze impan hron kron saturday na nzama wa asesenti obaje there bebre na 12 kra na ori ejuma saturday that time no or you awake or feel hungry ma Dama Anita Rekano is the Ben be or then or reason at that time. Digestion I then we sees Madam time and body they move into cleansing and purification.
Okay.
But Ozirizizi.
So you are disturbing the kidney. You are giving it a worker at that material moment on Sadoye.
On Sadoye. Or a true of circadian rhythm. The rhythm about the new flow with a true of Saturday. Obokako for instance, and those are bro. And I done my Oracle smoke a yetu koyemu. Yemu be brave or cry ha. Or could do a Ghana babe. Oh, the kidney issue rising. Your regions be wa or your less rating your less or
you'll give me that before we go.
Yes. And they all regions be wa. Also, oil rise.
Okay.
Nipa will diagnose one with kidney disease from that region no oil high.
Okay.
Region be the Ghana. Oba recently there, air no is highly contaminated. All of this bisa there kidney no acquire cleanser and a purifier no. Now we label Accra as one of the most toxic
polluted cities in Africa.
Then one citizens are wogumuno. What do you think their kidneys are going through? As I say, kidney or overwork day in day out.
Yeah.
With trying to cleanse and purify the blood of these chemicals in a toxicity and the atmosphere.
Wow.
So I say, and then also, Zoom Lion Company, waste management, government. Why why not for me there? Oba educates na oba cautioning there as kakrabia as wusika bosono. Shena for wo trash from a Zoom Lion.
Okay, the waste collectors
no. But young there yen society no bebre na yepede onam the yenyum Nilson Sando Boninti, Yapede Yeshishisho,
but it's against the law.
It's against the law. Sata say, Ni na bois say, ye is the yafum side, the near so ye is the yafum dunk, or boy yen kidney, papa. Onintina, mepede, yen mammy or shayen, me bread be or shayen, obon de, who kidney no. Say, aya dominia manya. As a deprived no, at the Emma overwork.
Okay.
Now, Oboka Kobo, Wabaka Wankasa.
Okay.
Sata say, ma, Waba diagnose with kidney disease.
All right. Yeah, baba to is the banal chronom nazi, and then we touch a little on when it comes to in your opinion, the two of you, what you think as a nation we should do to really ensure the kidney yarba no wako from. But back to the issue of the cream and the cologne. I'm so much interested there. Now, educate my viewers, including my very self. Your koto cream, your koto cologne, now your kind of perfume, no be arantase. Today, you've made us aware that there are chemicals in these products or could see any kidney, possibly wama bebrena one kidney when your issue are 1 year away. Now educate me. What should I look out for? Wabra mokwa koto cream another cologne wa azana wa semuwa osada mochemu fi ho don sada moto in spite of how good it smells or how good mezeya skin obama wonem nenwa wato. Help me know that.
Ehu there, Embrim Betina had in America there, Onhonam Botodo, or ya apomazin asama in yana reflection and the yana effect from one son, no more, son out the hole.
Okay.
Sata say,
okay.
Bebrina war out there, what pedo one honam todo. One of the misconception was a top product, Ahoro was a sir one for one honam botodo. Nemum. Naturally, no, in coffee bebre out there, what's that in kuto natural cocoa butter pure. Won't honor then or that do. Wash your one is in ye. Wash your there, one on sunapo, is in over Ginana condo. Sata say, Nemo say, as a bar and the day, what question they be seminal. What to look out for?
That's right.
Be back and ask them the higher bano.
So you're telling me chemicals in cream.
Yes.
And perfumes are all kutsia yen yen kidney.
Yes.
For that matter, when I'm going to get them, I should make sure that these chemicals it is not found in there. Dem no be obotum na wabo am aside in kutoa in kan ye sra dwongo in kan ye nya kubiango mpa ye sra na yeko me James ye there it didn't have much effect on us, but today we're not doing that. Yes, be research in it too. Yes, be research in some abre chemicals so in kum or what perfume or create problems to the kidney. Mention them as a doctor.
I would say the fragrances.
Okay.
The artificial fragrances.
Okay.
The additives.
Okay.
The colors. They contain numerous chemicals, dioxin, no one can you know, you can't. The reason why I make a day a higher one in there.
You can't be mentioning names of product.
Yeah. Mentioning names of products, but into me in ye being frame.
Okay.
Into me product be our abandon in frame there. We know you're safe.
Okay.
So I say because the best is a prevent one from these things here. Uncle on your back a day, yes, a friend then titi baba bium. As I say, now you go back to the pure, the butters.
Okay.
Now, my advice, one will seek the true, authentic approach to prevention. No, but now when you say essential oils, such as your lavender, essential oil, your many pure fragrances from plant oils are able to make that flow better than your home.
So you were telling me today that almost all the creams and the colognes we have on our market, they are harmful.
Yes.
That is what Dr. Immanuel Biney is telling us.
Yes.
That almost all. Now, before I come to you, Anita, this is a matter of concern because the FDA is listening to me. Or friend, the Standards Authority, they are listening to me. The microphone now, when I say you know, ban the robaya in some or here no minimum obey to our benefit as far as our health is concerned. I'm asking you, doctor, from what you are telling me, would you say that these institutions that we are mentioning, they are not doing their work well?
They are doing their work well. They are doing their work as they're supposed to. Now, saying them there, FDA or go about seeking and finding nkofua where bypass and no rule.
So all that we have on our market are bypassed?
Men can bypass, but your product be brea. You know, consumers, you know, yajija bodo yajija to my user. FDA crown on you idea be as I said there, you research the minimum, you run the minimum. As I say, FDA know you're much clueless of most. And now my FDA so why vet why proven to say why you mobile to wash a day and the chemicals you know you will be brain you know from international world you know why ranking as I mean dangerous. Or was my FDA on Shade or approved Saturday. Until Okawana as one of my FDA notions, there may be a woman on Saturday, public in the Bay.
I think you're being very light on them. I'm sure you don't want to offend them this morning, so I can pardon you for that one. But from what you're telling me this morning, already it looks like we've put them out there because if almost all the product we have on our market, according to you this morning, which has to do with creams and perfumes, seems not to be good for us, but they are on our market approved as are, then one is likely or tempted to say that some agencies are not doing their work well as far as the health of the citizenry is concerned. But let me come to Oye. Anita, we're having an interesting conversation. That's right. So, Annie, I don't know if you would want to touch on what Doc said, but then let's also come to you've talked about Inziban. Now, the timing very much important, but let's break it down a little to the kind of food that the system does not need. At the end of the day, our system or affecting kidney. Then also touch briefly on what the system needs in order to know the kidney to survive. Okay, before I come to that, I want to add up to what Dr. Immanuel said. And the young creams not so the ladies are talking, right? Because they've been using it. It's not like using it, but you know, the truth is the truth. Okay. On the let me give you an example. Cigarettes. On the water, on there is harmful. Yeah. But yes, still, you don't water. Okay. Where away, they're letting you know. Okay. Into say a pair and a better, a pair and. But we don't have that on creams and perfumes. Exactly. Creams no more. What do you mean by kawa?
one tro ho mpo me hu there de me nya me wom ma wo pe de awe hu no ono na wo be tro wodo
okay
e de bia fa de bia akwato carrot products e bia fa de wa tro obi enim de carrot de okowu a oye but e bia na aside them carrots no there are other ones are owoma onido nta wo enhu but yes we buy mo me nwe bi wo wa ono no before over to cream or market no o di kan ko oil research about the cream what your ingredient o wom enyama oboboa no honam no ansana wato
okay
ta and with the colons na de no so no it also goes is the same we have people who have genuine products in markets are what sell but obi we chon dem no dem product talk up am so me nye bi na me fa me dem kaka ho na me turn on markets but at the end of the day no e bia no ye dem particular company that will produce no no ye one fault people do fake things in markets which you wouldn't know.
Okay.
And so I can say on my doctor can nanye yentum higher kwan yentum embody there this particular
confirm that most of the creams on our market are harmful to us.
Harmful.
Great. So that is what I wanted to establish.
And most my able to yenya apomuden wo yen kidney no hono only there it's bana ye dikoye mu no it's very important to them my doctor Ken it's bana ye di no more ye only there ni final stage no owo yen colon no when a problem no be start and sana wa akọ organs wa akọ kidney na wa akoma nti titru no say epede e obi a enya dem brebo yareba na first of all you need to tackle what gut first no matter what you take in there no or the first no target wo guts on na there on here wo ni pedwem
guts in the
or the intestines no
now we'll come to that because what we are getting to very educative, right? And then we touch on some few things. We look at the herbal medication because we're being told that Naraso is causing a lot of harm on our market today. Then we touch on infrastructure. We touch on, you know, some few things. Now you're to me as young conversations now, baby. This morning we're still dealing with kidney. There has been some revelation here, and I'm sure you're following. I need to back to you, not share quickly with respect to the food aspect of it. Not to me and Brad Dr.
Okay, it's ban American. Nine day, we should do more of fruits.
Okay.
Fruits ni here pa.
Okay.
Yembo bre na yeso na pa yedi nchifu na pa no. Ewiabu yedi fu na be nkwa na nyubiri yedi spaghetti na no ho indomie na ade. Obanda ma yede dwuma kese pa na yede ma yen kidney no. Nti nipa da sene de wo at least or de nya da ko bi 2 weeks na be fast. E be take more fruits na andom enough water. Enough water no boa kidney no motum ye na edwuma. Mo so metum swanchi mo ko bu ha the whole day no swanchi one ebe kompo na onche de num nsu e na nsu no so ye dem is come de na ma ye minimu ye dry
all right
oh madam no che nsu come no wa de wa chew nti o be na sip ye sip into water is very important fruit is also very important na ye ntama ye dididi
very important
also very important ebe ehwe within the day na say be anopa na ntumi di breakfast ebe a wo brunch time no enya some healthy snacks be na betu kwa a healthy smoothie be na anom in the afternoon baby I like to with more vegetables so it's also another factor and if once or there all the time na etum a check up ehwe there wa pomodin then I kidney test actually bibi ama say bibi wo ho toche ma ehu ne ntam na etum aso anu titiru ne ye need bandino yen time more fruits more vegetables
so
and exercise.
Fruits, are you talking about every kind of fruit or there are specific fruits that really helps the kidney?
We have watermelon.
Watermelon
contains a lot of water.
Okay.
I'm not sure anybody who eats watermelon no we are asking musuo gudu because watermelon nankasa no. Ebetu say it as a whole meal anopa.
So watermelon is good.
Pineapple. Mango
is good.
Ebetu say the apple.
Okay.
So more of the fruits now contain water no.
But this fruit that you are talking about, acidic, it has, you know, high level acid. Is it recommended?
Yes, it's recommended.
That's okay.
It's recommended.
Okay. All right, doc. So you're talking about time kidney juma, and the nature demands that yenda. Na anafana yada no and na kidney no oye juma. Now some people are also preaching elsewhere. They are talking about okay, so the economy running 24 hours. Are you suggesting that it is not a good thing to consider?
America in there, on there, CCR no, Asia. you look into decisions are oboboa survival mode and add obotum we sustaining with this survival mode that you activate no sense yen and animal brobesi the time say you can't preventive measures are you share living and thriving mode also there you activate as individuals.
Not survival mode.
Not survival mode.
So we can be talking about the economy, all right, but we should also relate it to our health.
Yes.
Great.
Or there, yes, share the initiatives, decisions be or fall on us thriving, living and thriving. Because part of my discuss why it so you're related to genetics. That I say you will be why you juma on that ne juma no are requiring that on stay awake at night and or take a short naps na order during the day. Sata say obagin do mid that during the day so you okay but time that impeduenum Sata say you won son na time anopa bebre na where healthy workita healthy bowels so no when you buy agree there ebinum one son kra no nya no one anopa as I say if the feeling to poop until ochere there time the body no ho them time en yibru no or your kidney the time say a day in yibra obenya ample time no za then or za no cleansing and filtration ni ye mti say e obi a eta ye en yibra adwuma e there ye end day in yibru no or the e so nam o ma bebre na one dan tam no wozizi en yibru sata say oba na madam lifestyle able to may leave earning whose symptoms so early but or alter with genetic or alter with DNA or alter with DNA level.
Wow.
So I say genetically.
So you pass it on.
Yes, or change your whole structure or deplete your whole structure genetically. I will know na say ma inye free parent one or keep you up or keep you good healthy. But now was I mean rough. Saturday and so I will buy a benefit a poor sight. Saturday, men you're rough into I will buy with a benefit some condition be on parent no on kita them condition.
As a result of the means practice no for long
no Saturday. So genetics also plays a role. Say you share decisions and initiatives in just considering the survivor to survivor in the long run living a compromise.
We may end up losing people at a very early age instead of keeping them active for a longer period.
Yes.
So as people are suggesting we should be working around the clock, which may be economically good, but may not be wise health in terms of health.
Yes.
That is what you are suggesting to us this morning.
Yes.
And the conversation is ongoing. We'll be going straight up to activate our phone lines. Na yaji oyete for someone but 1 man by 2 minutes. Now, Doctor, touch on 2 important things and then we come back. Doctor, before we go to activate our phone lines, of course, 2 important things briefly. Now, age-wise. In the yats we budahin. Anita said that in Canada campaign for yesterday wana sabwano or one. But today you're gonna give me the age. Now you also touch on the few symptoms, and then possibly give us the cost factor when it comes to kidney treatment in Ghana. In about 2-3 minutes, if you can do that for me, I'll be very glad. Then
yes. Age, and Canada dama Anita Rekano. And now you been when there be kidney issues are not in the 50s. Saturday. Now and then amankasa my handle abofraba weighs 19
with kidney
19 Ghana ha my handle abofraba weighs 21 with kidney disease.
Did they survive?
I mean these children some survived, some couldn't make it.
Okay.
Saturday. And it's sad the way mboframa no what ways mboframa do no. And between 19s and the 30s now,
it's on the rise.
On the rise, and it's alarming. It calls for all health advocacies, public health education to what one way go education sector. Now, one education in places. I mean, mankasa masters me kwa asora na schools na ze me come education on general health, public health. It will create awareness when people know what set up on Zambia or mishandle.
All right, let's look at the cost in treating your kidney in Ghana at the moment. Is that still is that still high?
oh yeah, high economy CCR na the average Ghanaian ma onyano as salary in ma also there every week another twice in a week you been latest or there or call for dialysis na that there or affecting.
What is the average cost for one section?
It's about 700 if I'm not mistaken.
700 for one section.
Yes, and it could be even more now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite huge. Yeah. So if you're supposed to go for like twice a week, we're looking at 1,400 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
If you're not lucky, it might even be more than that.
That's what they're saying here. We'll be looking at that, as part of the kidney. We're looking at even accessibility, whether we have quite a number of them in our systems. We would be finding out from the public health facilities also to know whether the dialysis in Zama or Hono is in a good shape and all that. But let me go straight up to your telephone line so you can join our conversation this morning. Doctor, I'll be touching on symptoms quickly. So, Wafa, Namesning go screen on my hand so that those at home who would want to be a part of our conversation, so we'll be na Wafre. This morning, lots of revelations coming through. So it's 0558 462 088 0558 462 088. Adepe Ewase Biara, you can come in. If you have any suggestions, the government is listening to us. All other agencies are listening to us on on our screen. And to be part of our conversations, not yin to me and Queen and 0558 462 088. It is the number able to na afre wadonia kodokinti. We've looked at the cost involved. That what you're telling us is possibly on the average.
Yes.
Which could be more than that, depending on the facility you are visiting.
Yes.
That's okay. But let's look at symptoms.
Symptoms, you will be aware the main June on 10 term.
Okay, let me go on my telephone lines now. Anita, good morning. Anita Kumasi, good morning.
Good morning.
Anita, it's another pay.
Me pacho, me person busa doctor say. Me baby kache anaju me ndana penitia na manu musuo. Na me ba ne say so onu musuo a obenya kidney problem anaju modana onu musuo. Me peniti dia me nu musuo, me musuo.
Okay.
Me ba ne cancer trend me bisamo.
Okay. All right, so these are some of the misconceptions, whether it is true or not, whether it's a myth or reality. Doc will answer to that one for us. Doc, add it to the symptoms now, Erica wants something from me.
So symptoms, so say the making, say na work on misconception. Maybe some say on one case open num ye kama a friend is saying at night and so nenitia or numunsuwa. When it now numunsuwa, it brings no harm. So what okay. In fact, say na ye kan wa hai say numunsuo. So what I say na kidney no ohia nsuo e de aboa ne nedwuma ye sata since sorry na when you want to when I say a sip nsuo a enya bwan.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now so back to the symptoms.
Yeah, continue with the symptoms. Symptoms ni be ni there. Yen na ye nenwu ase amamado. Or ye early sign of kidney stress. Say u kidney stress on there bebre na inya puffiness beneath the eyes.
Okay.
Na bebre na wahwe mo wotie wo beka de mande ya muhu damazeno a sign of kidney no when to man filter wo boje mu ye until obohu there ne stressed there stress nature no we pay e wo wani ase na wani ase no your friend be nerve endings such as nerve okwa attached to kidney oba end wo wani ase nti se rehwe wani ase there wa amado kakra one fan wo or ye sign of kidney stress.
Okay.
When you ask na wa amado no kodo mamado you need to be concerned. Go for checkups. And oftentimes there yemu bebre na ye wo body type bia bibi re ye na ye kwa checkups bi retain or kwa checkups ankasan so bibi re na on sheda and show so early on checkups actually wa ba be gina bebia or reaginsem ansana machine na checkups no wetum na we detect mo we humo one year man sata say nti some of the preventive measures no on the able use ye no wuname nyua.
Okay, the things around us no
you so we impedua steady we impedua men gina hwehwem na utinwe na eresrew men gina hwehwem
a skin color na ereshe ho
skin color na one tara ahye no everybody point na when you age ho show when you observe when you ye.
Okay.
Because
my auntie appear boyfriend cham na Ghana but madam, good morning.
Good morning.
I pay my auntie was say.
Please, Maxine.
All right.
Na me do symptoms. But me yes me diabetes.
Yes, when you there.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. Okay.
Diabetes.
All right. So you are
Diabetes.
diabetic. Okay.
Me said me walk on you.
Okay.
Na me do the I
Okay.
say me right you phone water. I want to wash the
Well, right
as
there.
well. Because
Okay, I think she's gone off the line. So could that be in terms of, could it be as a result of on your diabetic another as a result of kidney? I mean, sometimes we get so much confused.
symptoms,
People even related to prostate so we get so confused when it comes to some of these things.
yes, symptoms into me fat corpet and find your diagnosis.
Okay.
Such as them orecano, you will be when you're diabetic, why be diabetic? Johnson term is connected to that. Obi so ne bladder infections. You will be more one address infections, bladder infections in term such as it was this a grammar, bladder and so infections na say UTI ya be na when you me wote me UTI and shana and son ye otumi na akofa kidney issues is a bro.
Okay.
Na Johnson tentam Johnson bebre or you good. Nemum dama ya ma America no or Johnson tentam it's a sign there holding holding abe issue as I say in the bladder and you will all kada ya diabetic you will indru ni bi o wa ne side effects so otumi ma obi Johnson a friend bring friend diuretic such as obo contribute to Johnson nti bi o wa no ye edura ma wa diagnose no was not to do no all more than all experience.
Okay.
Yes, into the factor in now so into the scenario.
Okay. Let's do Jennifer now. You're able to me wrapping up order. Jennifer, good morning.
Hello, maybe good morning.
All right, Jenny. My auntie want to pay.
Maybe I show me.
Yanko.
Maybe I show me. Maybe I say I'm Doctor Fen. Me nature me feel problem very now. Daytime me me don't so and I don't want. But me know it's all right. Me know so be all right. If you buy some because the same because of cafe. Eh, bonny na. Me na ni na ka o me na afi. Aha. Omu na don't talk and I just omu na don't talk daytime.
Wow.
And you say be na klara. Baby one ma don't go one for a day. And baby also I just say all 5 for water. I can't what you I need. But me know so be. Timbese some part bonny na.
Okay, that's my first time hearing a thing like that. Mention Aaron to be that. Also on the daytime, don't share Aaron Swanchi. No, that na far. Swanchi musuda ani. Sabi mama kwa Anita dona yeah Anita. Ani it's meant to be that, but I'm not a doctor. Is it a problem? Or how?
Makara or how because say it's munsu daytime now you should be able to at least pass out some fluid.
Okay.
Because Obanda may be said the musuna one during the day na no we go himfa.
Evaporation
it's a problem. She needs to at least go do some checkup to know what actually is wrong.
Also we busi more.
But on check.
Okay.
Yeah, on check. That is the best advice we can give. So either why check and also on your kidney and there's on your any health issues be them naughty. But since I ain't winning day.
Look, every time now, so the conversation is getting interesting. Merkel there, Manayasha's 14th of this month, or World Kidney Day. Now, in the year, kidney disease, or the prevalence in Ghana, and we've been told that we're on the rise. You know, we're on the rise now. We've also been giving the age bracket. Now we've been told that between 18 to 30, it's really alarming. And then the cost involved is also very high. We've also been told, or that revelation, which has to do with the creams we're using dosing. For me, that is what Miss Shano in the papa we've been told about diet and all that. But I'm going to go to Dr. Biney for the final, now speak to the government. In your opinion, what do you think as a nation we should do aside what we've talked about? Now over to Nawama, the kidney prevalence no rate no way to Nawaba from Kakrab. Speak to the government on this one for me.
You know, you sra aban the oba boa with the education side of mayeking. Sat I say, you there education but outer. But now oftentimes may you bothering there. You know, one call for regular checkups. Now, checkup, we go out so that we will be diagnosed. Early detection, you're put on medication. You know, uti ya itumna inyama ya resolved. Now on preventive measures, you know, also there, yes, and so you throw more light on preventive measures.
Okay.
Such as say, I diagnose or be with any issue. Such as say, and that is not preventive that much.
Okay.
Also there, yes, there about push prevention. And in a push prevention now, not there, government go to public health educators.
Okay.
Now, a yen or friend then every town, a Cape Coast na ne small villages na
you have the education, community
ebi na wakasa kasa mu na no
so government should invest, according to Dr. Biney, government should invest more on the preventive measures. All right.